I woke up one day and I realized that I really want more clone troopers because my army only contains about 100 or less of them. So I decided to have fun with this and I ordered as many clone troopers as I could in 24 hours in hopes of bulking up my army. Here are the results.
Just like the simulation.
In the first hour, I decided I was going to build up my first ATTE ever, which was definitely a very exciting experience for me, and I finished building it in just over an hour. Let's add those beautiful minifigures and the build to our army and continue in hour 2. So, in the second hour, I thought it was time to customize some of my 501st clones. So, using parts from the 501st Battle Pack and some Clone Army Customs accessories, I created Kix, the 501st Medic, Captain Rex, and ARC Trooper 5s, and I've got to say, these look really good for just costing around $20 to spice up with all of the accessories. Let's add it to our army and continue on. So, in the third hour, I decided I wanted to build my new Geonosis clone squad that I ordered as a lot off of eBay. These are some of my favorite clone troopers from LEGO and will definitely add a lot to my quickly growing clone army. As the fourth hour arrived, I was pondering something, and that was rebuilding my clone turbo tank that I literally dropped out of my window, or rather threw out of my window a few weeks prior. But in order to stay true to the challenge, I needed to completely disassemble the tank and build it piece by piece, which I used this opportunity to wash all of the pieces because the turbo tank was mad dusty and had some grass from when I executed Order 66 on it. After I washed the pieces and allowed them to dry on the towel, I wasted no time rebuilding this insanely underrated set. It gets a lot of flack for being smaller than the other tanks, but it still holds up quite well in my opinion, and it's extremely well done on the whole wheel system. It's the most maneuverable model and barely broke when it was thrown out of a window, so I think it deserves points for that. Also, I know that it's an incomplete build, but it is still a fine addition to my collection. Not gonna lie, this was kind of a filler hour, but I did build the stunning custom Commander Fox from Clone Army Customs, which I got for nearly half off because apparently the legs color isn't accurate or something, which that really doesn't matter because the camera covers the legs anyway. On hour 6, I decided it was time to equip all the clones so far with some custom blasters. Sadly, I don't have any of the regular trooper blasters that most clones use, but I do have the longer rifles for the airborne clones, so we're still making improvements regardless. By this point in time, I was feeling tired, not to mention I was getting sick and my throat was so uncomfortable to live with that I couldn't record any videos and decided I'd just go take a quick nap. Apparently, my body really needed that sleep because I slept for over 4 hours, and after all that sleep, I was feeling replenished, and that's when I realized that I wanted the clones to have some opposition. In a video by Republic Studs, which was a flawless video and is definitely what you should be watching right after this video, he doesn't have much of a droid force to combat his humongous clone army. So I am going to use 2 AATs that I already own, utterly destroy them, and create an alternative build by Bricolier Bricks, which allows you to create a functioning MTT out of only 2 of these things. So I got right to building, and honestly, I cannot thank Bricolier Bricks enough because this MTT looks insane for just under $40 worth of pieces. I'm definitely satisfied with this. I mean, it even has pilot rooms and is in the regal separatist blue color, but I think we need something to be escorting the MTT into battle, so I also added a custom STAP and the droids from the ATTE to create a more threatening droid defense.
A real jam, man. And not the groovy kind.
So, although clones cost a lot of money, cool mainline vehicles don't always have to cost a fortune. Would you like to know how to get a dropship and a gunship for less than $80? It's simple, actually. Just buy 4 Republic fighter tanks without minifigures from eBay because nobody wants these builds and only the clones. People are selling these pieces for crazy cheap, and using more Bricolier Bricks alternate builds, we can create 2 amazing clone vehicles to help transport our army and mitigate the growing droid threat.
My sister?
At this time, it was actually time for me to get a full night's rest so I can keep building up the army tomorrow and hopefully not feel as sick. We slept a good 7 hours, and I think it's time to build our mysterious UV printed custom Ego minifigure, which, when I asked all of you where it came from, nobody had an exact answer. But whatever, this minifigure looks great, and I am a huge fan of that helmet. I also felt like building the 2/12 clone I got off eBay for $14, which was a decent deal. I mean, it has the wrong legs, but I really just wanted 4 of these new 2/12 troopers so we could have a complete little squad, and I did also place some custom micro binoculars onto this figure to make up for his boring legs. In hour 21, I suddenly felt nostalgic and I wanted to build up my classic 2/12 and 501st Army a bit more with 2 more OG 501st clones and a 2/12 Airborne and regular trooper. This isn't a huge addition, but in my opinion, it is much needed. Since we're getting near to the final stretch of the challenge, I think it's only fair we turn our 3 alternate builds into an even number for this challenge with a cool looking 501st dropship, which is kind of reminiscent of the Coruscant Police gunship in my opinion. This build was designed by Dorian Brickton, which is another extremely talented alternate build designer. But hey, what's a dropship without some troops to drop into battle? With some newer 501st clones from this battle pack, this build now looks complete, a fine addition to my collection. Here we are in the second to last hour where I've secretly been waiting with some clone mystery packs from Republic Bricks, which were only $10 a pop for a day, and I just decided I had to buy a few with that kind of deal, even if they're not the highest quality print. So let's open some of these and see what we get. So first off, it looks like we got some sort of green clone trooper, could be 442nd, with a nice antenna and everything. Next up, we've got a shock trooper, which is looking very cool with that Clone Army Customs helmet, and we also have 2 phase 2 grunts with some extra color on their armor. These are definitely a great addition to our growing army, even though they are a bit random.
Hello there.
Welcome to the final hour where I've been saving something insane. But for you to understand, look at this. Look how sad this looks. Commander Fox only has 1 shock trooper to command. Just 1. So what do you say we add 4 more to create a small but effective shock trooper squad? So for these, I just ordered some fake shock troopers off of Etsy and paired them with the Clone Army Customs helmets, and they don't even look that bad. But hey, we're not done yet because we also got a free clone trooper from Whatnot. If you want to get a free $10 clone trooper from Whatnot, that's right, you get a free $10 for doing absolutely nothing except for signing up for Whatnot using the link in the description. Do that, it supports the channel a lot. Also, we got 2 41st clone troopers, aka Kashyyyk clones, from a trusted seller now, who messaged me on my email from the post I made on the channel where I was saying I would buy her clones. And yeah, so he went through with that offer. Here is his kind of profile if you want to, I don't know, make some trades with him or something. And yeah, this army is looking absolutely crazy. I cannot believe I did this all in 24 hours. I built all of this in 24 hours. I think that's pretty insane, pretty crazy feat, but I have learned some extremely valuable life lessons from this video. Number 1, I spend way too much money on Lego. Number 2, the only way I'll make this money back is if you go ahead and leave a like on the video. Because if this video reaches 5,000 likes, I know, we're shooting high, I will create more videos just like this one, maybe even more insane. Anyway, have an amazing day, and if you want one of these clones, make sure you comment down below your favorite one, and you might just get one. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next video.